Hey y'all, and welcome back to another copywriting portfolio review video. This is episode 3. I hope you've been enjoying all the other videos I've been doing so far and all the other reviews. If you have, and if you want me to keep doing these, comment below and let me know. And if you want to submit your portfolio or maybe a blog post or cold email, because I might review those later too, I'll leave the link down below to hop on my email newsletter list because that is where I send out the form for those submissions. So, all that being said, let's hop over to the first copywriting portfolio website we're going to be taking a look at, which is realclearcontent.com. Let's see. First impressions here, I like that you have a cohesive color scheme throughout your design. Okay, you're a mother and daughter team. That's very cool. Very different and unique, which I like. Let's see what else we've got here. Smaller family-owned businesses. If you understand what's at stake with those, I'm wondering if that is your target clientele. Okay, so your page ends there. Something I'm definitely noticing and what I would recommend is that you want to have a clear niche right in your headline and throughout your site. I feel like this comes across so personable. It's like interesting because you're a mother-daughter team. Let's look at show more. Okay, wow. So communications major, copywriting and marketing after nursing. That's really cool. That's the kind of stuff that like I would make more prominent on this page, maybe in like a dedicated about us section. Yeah, I think that would be good. This is already kind of a dedicated about us section, but maybe even lay it out a little different, like have some pictures of you two maybe posing together. It doesn't have to be anything real formal. You just set up your iPhone on a tripod or just snap a selfie even. Maybe of you two, like one really nice photo of both of y'all together over here on the left, and then this headline and something beneath it on the right. I think something like that would look really good. But overall, I do like that you have like a lot of white space on your site and that you have a clean, sort of clear vision for what you want to do here. That is the main thing I'm wondering about with your homepage. I really would like to see you niche down more because right now I see your business name and I see strategies for growth. And that kind of makes me feel like, let's see, marketing. I'm kind of trying to figure out what services you're offering. Let's go to the service page. Strategy sessions. I was going to say strategies for growth doesn't scream like we're going to write for you. You know what I mean? So I would maybe get a little more clear on your service offerings. Let's see. Find out more. Is refreshing the page. Okay. That's okay. That's something you can change real easily. So I would maybe recommend if you want to do all these things, that's cool. A lot of companies offer, coaching / strategy and also copywriting because these services are good. They all fit under the same umbrella, right? So that's great. I would really recommend, changing some things about your homepage to make it more clear who you help, what we do. Okay, that links out to the services page. Strategies that help B2B technology businesses get more traffic and win more customers. Even strategies, that's a little bit vague. You could put, if you want to offer those services, you could put, we help B2B technology companies grow their email lists and get more traffic. Whatever it is you're trying to help with. And then you could put a little bullet list beneath it up here that's like growth strategy, social media, and copywriting and content. 3 bullet points. I think something like that might be an effective choice for what y'all are trying to do, which just seems more of like marketing agency-ish, not necessarily agency, but just more like full service in a certain type of way. So I think that would be good. I would recommend your call to action throughout your site. Definitely make it a contact form or your email addresses in where they can reach you guys. Let's see. Do you have a contact page? Yes, you have a contact page here. So I would recommend definitely putting a link out to this contact page as your call to action. Throughout your website, that is what you want as your main call to action. I think even you could put that here instead, flesh this out a little bit, make it more niche optimized, and then call to action is always contact us, get in touch, reach out, work together, those types of things, because you want to have that cohesiveness. Just like you want to have your niche throughout your site, you want to have your call to actions throughout your site be cohesive and be what you want them to do, the one thing you want them to do, which is contact you. Speaking of, I would actually also recommend maybe getting rid of this. We'll keep you posted with occasional news. I mean, they have the option to do it or not. That's just something I would personally recommend. Like, it may be a barrier to them reaching out if they're thinking, oh, this is the kind of person where if I put my email here, they're going to email me all the time. Now, if you were a blogger or, whatever, something like that, or, a more email subscription-based business, I would say that's great. Keep it. But since you're just looking to get clients, like that is your one goal with this site, right? Get clients. I think it would be really good at this phase in your business to just focus on getting them to contact you without any additional barriers of other call to actions, keeping them posted. Typically, with this type of target audience where you're going to be writing for them, they're not going to want to be on your email list because it's going to be maybe a head copywriter or a marketing manager at some company versus like a personal blog where someone would want to get those updates. Now, of course, that's not always the case, but yeah, that is my general line of thinking and first impression here. Blog and social, looks like you're getting started, but you probably are going to be fleshing that out. Let me just peruse a little bit here and see what else we got. So we have your services, online appointments. Yes, of course, you'll want to fill that out. Maybe you're going to put a Calendly. Is that it? There's like a couple services like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, where it has the calendar and you just they can click a time. I think that's great if you're using a service like that. Saves you the back and forth of emailing, hey, does this time work for you? No. Does this one work for you? No. You don't want to do that. So if you can get one of those automated calendar services, I think that's great. FAQs, what are your prices? Okay. Pick whole package. I think it's good to have an FAQ section. What I would recommend overall is that I'm going to link to this blog post for you guys and for anyone watching, by the way. This freelance writing portfolio tutorial is free. It's a blog post on my website. Will help you build out your copywriting portfolio with the pages you need. Homepage tells you exactly what to put on there. About page, exactly what to put with an example. Services and rates, exactly what to put with an example. Portfolio page, exactly what to put with an example. And contact page. Those are the 5 pages you want at first. And yeah, I highly recommend clicking over to that portfolio tutorial, checking it out, and just follow that to a T and also nail down your niche. And that is going to help you so much for you guys whose website I'm reviewing, as well as just anybody watching this. It's so in depth. But let's see. Let me switch back to the bubble here. Okay, yeah, overall though, I do like that your design is clean, has a little white space. As far as the imagery, I think on the homepage when I clicked, I was thinking like, oh, that's cool. Like y'all specialize in like a marine life or aquatic type of niche. And I'm not sure if you do, because small and family-owned businesses are kind of who you seem to be talking to here. So I would say definitely get that niche clear. If you follow this portfolio tutorial, you're going to see examples of literally exactly how to do that. Let's see if I can find one. You'll see all the examples here. It's like a really in-depth blog post. But yeah, I would recommend that niche thing. Super important. Maybe just tweak some of this part of the design a little bit. I don't think anyone's going to click show more. And that's just because the nature of people's attention spans and how they skim websites, unfortunately, instead of reading through the entire thing. And you got some good stuff hidden down here in that section. These things need to go somewhere where they can see it. Much more important than this kind of more general stuff up here. So I would say just think about that. Again, maybe get one really good picture of you two together. I think that's going to help a lot. Other than that, things that can go on your homepage and should go on your homepage when you can, of course, is things like social proof, You want to have like testimonials. That falls into that social proof umbrella, of course. Logos of places you've been published. That about section, that's great that you have that. As well as like a contact form and or the email address they can reach out to you at. Those are the things you want to think about putting on your homepage. And one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, is going to be changing this headline up here and that section at the top a little bit. Maybe have a picture of the two of you here at the top with a niche focused headline. But overall, the design is getting there. I do like the color scheme. It's clear that that was well thought out. I would say if you're going to use stock imagery, make it like relevant to what you're doing, whether it's sort of like pictures of both of you together. I think that would be so cool. It would really stand out. Or if you specialize in helping coffee companies, then do the coffee house thing. I think that would be really good. Let's see, blog posts. Yeah, so it looks like you are still fleshing the site out. I think overall, you've got a good start here. Just start making those changes as far as the niche and fleshing things out more, the design. Let's see if there's any other advice I can give you. I think for the pricing too, I tend to recommend, I think this is good that you're like, we're going to tailor to your budget. So you don't ever want to just give one flat rate. Almost never until you've actually spoken with the client, just because things can vary so much. A blog post can be $400 and one client will just want to post and the other one will want SEO, uploading images, link sourcing, and you want to charge differently for that, of course. So what I recommend is our rates for X start at blank, but vary based on project scope. Contact us for a quote, and then the contact us verbiage there is actually linked to your contact page. Or our rates X range from X to Y with the dollar amounts, of course. Contact us for an exact quote, and then it links out to your contact page. I really want to encourage you definitely to have strong call to actions throughout your site for the contact page. It is really nice that you have it up here in the nav. I think your nav bar looks great. It looks really clean. But yeah, if you can make those changes that I have recommended, y'all are going to be well on your way to getting definitely more clients with this website. Alrighty, we're on to the next copywriting portfolio, which is from Spill the Tea Copy. Okay, I love that name. I'm kind of obsessed with it. Mariah here. Very cool design. Love the design. It looks great. You probably already know that because it's really good. You might even be a designer. Yeah, it looks great. I'm doing like a big picture design skim here. This is so awesome. You've got testimonials with photos. Fantastic. Mentioned by the best. That is awesome. You got some great social proof. A few past clients. You got the logos. Big thumbs up there. You're doing an amazing job with the overall design. Let's see. Attract dream clients with magnetic copy that draws them to you. I love your photos of you. That really looks great. I like the little animation too. It's very writerly because you have your MacBook or maybe that's an iPad in front of you, writing on it. So the one piece of advice I'm going to give you right away from that first impression is I see here that you work with 6-figure women entrepreneurs. So I can tell you as someone who would fall into that umbrella of your target audience, that's got to go definitely up here somewhere. Like I write copy that helps 6-figure women entrepreneurs get more clients if they are getting clients, right? Make sure you kind of specify, I think, if you are working with service business owners, they might use the verbiage of clients. If you're working with online course creators, they might use the verbiage of students or customers. So think about that. I haven't looked at your website enough yet to know if you're niched down into one of those sort of sub niches of 6-figure women entrepreneurs. But if you are, maybe we're changing that a little. But overall, you don't have to get too crazy with it or overthink it. Just in general, I would definitely mention 6-figure women entrepreneurs being your audience up here. Definitely right in this big headline, because this is a little bit too vague and the rest of your site is so great. Like the thing is, it is so good, and you have been mentioned by these awesome people and have these awesome testimonials, that this is underselling you. And that's like the last thing that I want for you, because it's clear that you know your shit. You have all the social proof. Let's make sure that when someone who is a 6-figure woman entrepreneur lands on your website, they know, like, this is the person who can help me specifically, because I only saw this because I'm like looking for it. I'm thinking, okay, who does she work for? Who is the target clientele here? The average client who is just like skimming, they're not going to read this because it is so small and it's kind of hidden in this text. So yeah, I think you get the picture. I know that I tend to like over speak about things, or maybe I'm over explaining. I don't know, but I get excited about marketing. You know, I'm definitely a big nerd over here. But overall, yeah, I love your design. I think it's great. I think you're like 99% of the way there, and just making that change on your homepage, like, I don't even really need to look at it because I know that it's good. Let's look at your services though real quick. Magnetizes your dream clients. Okay. That could be a little more specific. I'm nitpicking at this point, like, and I don't want to like nitpick your website because you don't need to do much here to change it. Let's see. Yeah, I like this too. I think this is great. You have your services. This comes across as somebody who has been doing this. They know what they're doing. They're professional. They're going to deliver it well and on time. Yeah, I don't even need to look at it anymore because it's already good. So just make that one change to your homepage, Mariah, and you are good to go. Let's look through the rest of your website. I would say helping 6-figure women entrepreneurs grow. Anytime you can add that niche specificity, it's really ideal to do. I love that you have a different picture of you here. Having those varied photos of yourself across your website helps build trust. Let's see. I would maybe bold these names. Maybe also just consider using bolding and like bulleted lists throughout your website, because again, when people land on this, they're just going to kind of scroll. It looks like you got some stuff like that here, so that's good. But they're going to kind of scroll and they're going to see these big things. They're going to see these big names. They're going to see these, little graphics and stuff. So yeah, I would make that a little bit more evident, but at the same time, you could also just move that picture of these people or these pictures up more on the page. It's just kind of up to you. Like I said, at this point, I'm just kind of nitpicking. The main thing would be adding that verbiage about helping 6-figure women entrepreneurs. Like, and if you do something specific for them, are you attracting clients, customers, course students? I would make that clear as well. I love that you have this section with your story. I love that it is short and sweet, but also it is very vulnerable, talking about social anxiety, awkward, degreeless, and introverted. Hey, that sounds just like me. Googling out-of-home jobs, discovering copywriting. Very cool. I like this. I like that you have the pictures here with your story. It's good shit. You got your certifications. These are some good courses. Fun facts. I love that. You've got more pictures. You've got, you might like being outside. I think this makes you come across even more personable, which is great because this website overall is just, it's really good. All right, let's keep looking because I don't have much to critique here. Portfolio, we got some tea. Oh, because it's spill the tea copy. Okay, I love that. It's good. Who I've worked with. A section like this might even look good on your homepage. Do you have that on your homepage? Let's see. I don't remember seeing it, but I could be wrong. Okay, you have this little scrolling section. I would consider doing that, or it doesn't even have to be scrolling. Yeah, I would maybe consider adding the logo heavier section to your homepage because it just looks more impressive. It's like, oh, this person has worked with a lot of people, or they've been published on a lot of places. And you could just literally copy and paste the code here on the homepage. You don't have to like redesign it or anything like that. What page is this? Portfolio. Okay. Cool. You got it organized. Email copywriting work. Cool. Cool. Business and tech blogs articles. Yeah, I don't really have much to say here. I think it looks great. Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's always things I can nitpick, like, well, actually not really, because I'm like, add a testimonial, but you already have that. You have their photos. I mean, this site sells, right? I think it's a really great example for anyone watching, just kind of like wondering how to set up their site. This is what you want to do. And if you are a beginner copywriter and you're watching and you're like, I don't have testimonials, like I haven't been published anywhere, that's okay. Just make sure you have a custom domain for your site, right? Yourbusinessname.com, which, by the way, I'll link to the company that I've used for hosting for almost a decade now, and you get a free domain and a hosting discount if you use my link down below, because you got to have that. You can't have yourbusiness.tumblr.com or any website. Yourbusinessname.com is what it has to be. So make sure you keep that in mind, because it's super important when you are creating your copywriting portfolio website if you want to be taken seriously. But in general, for those of you watching who are setting up your site or whatever, this is a great example of what you want to aim for eventually when you get those testimonials, when you get that social proof. Like, you want to sell like this, because again, really one of the only pieces of advice or like critique I can give here is to make that niche more like just fucking out there on the homepage. You know what I mean? Super important that that's mentioned above the fold. Let's keep perusing here. All the animations do like slow my internet connection down a little bit. Now, granted, I'm like in an Airbnb in the middle of fucking nowhere right now, but overall the internet here isn't awful, so you might want to consider toning that back a little bit. I think it looks really good. But yeah, I've noticed like it has slowed the site down a little bit for me. So just something to think about. All right, the copy shop. Copy and tea session, very cool. Get your weekly emails done. Okay, blog post. So, okay, when I clicked on this, I was thinking that it might be like copywriting not portfolio. Got portfolios on the mind. Copywriting templates or something, like a shop of like printable looking things. So what I might recommend is making it say services just in the nav bar. And I think the copy shop, I think that's cute. I think you can leave it here in this headline, but in the navigation bar, I might put services. I have to think about that, because I guess I was expecting something else. But this is good. I really like it. You've got your social proof everywhere. That is fantastic. Great design. Yeah, like I said, not much I can really critique here. We got another great picture of you. Questions, I'm here to help. Yeah, this is great. You may want to put your email address here if you don't want to. I know if you put your email address online, you're much more likely to get like spammed and things like that. But maybe just like a little subheader below I'm here to help that says fill out the form to get in touch, or email me at, hi or hello@spilltheteacopy.com. I like to recommend, maybe not necessarily for a beginner writer, but for you, because it looks like you're further into your copywriting career. If you don't already, maybe have like your first name and then @spilltheteacopy.com that you only use like when you're already working with someone, and then just more of a general hello@spilltheteacopy.com for other types of inquiries. If you want, it's totally not necessary. It may not be necessary for you at all, but if you ever feel like you're getting swarmed and you're just like, I need to focus and I'm getting too many inquiries, which is, a good problem to have, but it still can be distracting. You can always split it up like that. But again, I'm doing so many nitpicky things here because everything looks so good. Overall, yeah, this is really great. A great example for anyone who is thinking like, what should my website look like one day when I have social proof? It should look pretty close to this, I gotta say. Again, I would maybe add that social proof bar here. It looks really good. just kind of above the fold on the home page. And then definitely put something about six-figure female entrepreneurs right here in the headline. All right, my friends, that is all for me today. Thank you so much for watching these copywriting portfolio tutorials and showing me love in the comments. Hit the like video if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to see more of these because it really helps my channel out. As always, I'll throw all the relevant links down below in the description box and the pinned comment everywhere so you can't miss it. That way you can get your domain and hosting, you get your copywriting portfolio, tutorial blog post, which is free for you to read and look at, by the way. That'll just walk you through every single step so your portfolio sells, even if you're a beginner. And yeah, any other links I will put below for you. But I hope you guys are enjoying these little tutorial / review type things. I really like making them. If you want to see more, if you have other ideas of things you'd like me to review, like your copywriting projects, your cold emails, or your blog posts, or your pitches, do you have any other things you would like for me to review? Comment below and let me know because I need ideas. But yeah, I think that's all for me today. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being such a kind and supportive community. It's so awesome, like being active on YouTube again. I cannot even tell you how much I missed it. And I'm really liking filming these type of videos, so I hope you guys are enjoying them as well. But that's all for me today, my friends. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I will see you in the next video.